Maturing is realizing that you do not have enemies. Those people, places, and things that come up against you are not meant to have access to you, and they're not your friends. They're not for you. It's very simple. And I know what you're thinking. Well, people are constantly spreading lies and rumors and gang stalking and just coming up against me. Does that sound like a friend to you? Does that sound like somebody that's supposed to be around you? So with that being said, welcome or welcome back. It's your favorite mental health specialist, Ty Guidance, and that's what we're going to talk about. A lot of people may not know this, but people not liking you is not a reflection of you. So many people think there's something wrong with them. So many people think nobody likes them, and that's not true. When you learn to love and accept yourself and you're at peace with yourself, anything that is outside of you, whether it's externally, your mindset, your morals and beliefs, will not energetically be on the same frequency as you. So that's what happens when you are around people, places, and things that are not equally connected to you. So for example, let's just say you like to wear a certain type of clothing and you have a certain type of style, and there are people who do not agree with that style or do not resonate with it. It's not to say that those people are bad or good. It's not to say that you're a bad or a good person. It just means that you guys are not connected. And once you realize that you do not have enemies, once you mature and take a step back, you'll realize what other people do, once again, has nothing to do with you. How does other people talking bad affect you? The only way you will have enemies, the only way what other people say and think about you is if you validate it, if you accept it, if you believe it to be true. If you know who you are, why are you proving yourself to people who don't know anything about you? And you know these people don't know anything about you. Even if you had a conversation, even if you converse with somebody, even if they were able to see certain things about you, that doesn't mean that you have to be that person forever, or that you're not capable of growing and doing things that you know you're in alignment with. So how other people feel about you, once again, and let me know in the comment section, how does that affect your life? If other people choose to go out their way to bother you and disturb your peace, that's on their end. And no, this is not to condone or justify abuse, but people who do that are not mentally and emotionally stable. That is a form of psychotic. That is psychotic. That is a mental illness. And as your favorite mental health specialist, we talk about those things. Focusing on people that you say you do not like or that you know you're not resonating with doesn't do anything for you but drive you insane. So this is a friendly reminder that when you have disagreements with people, that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to dislike them. And the same thing goes with your haters, because we're being mature and it needs to be said. And the reason why I speak in general is because everyone's not on the same page. So when I break things down, if these videos resonates with you, you will be able to change your perspective. The whole purpose of this channel is to transmute energy. If people do not want to like you, they don't have to. Even if they don't have to have a reason. Because once again, maturing is realizing, regardless if they have a reason or not, once somebody says and acknowledges that they dislike you, there's nothing you can do about it. Why would you want to be associated or worried about if people like you, if you love and know who you are as a person and for yourself? Other people not liking you is not going to change who you are as a person, and has no authority. It's just an opinion, and that's what everybody is entitled to. Now, you could disagree with people. Once again, that doesn't mean you have to dislike them, but if people want to dislike each other, that's fine. Leave it alone. You could disagree with people and still be compatible, but the only way you guys are going to be equally yoked is if you accept the fact that you guys have differences, you guys have two different perspectives, and you're able to appreciate and respect one another even though you disagree. Like me personally, there are a lot of things that I disagree with. I'm not going to say, oh, I don't like this person just because I disagree with them. I don't know enough people to say that I don't like them. Disliking somebody is personal, but that's a different topic for a different video within itself. And for people that are biblical, look at it from God in the ancestors and universe's perspective. And the reason why I'm going like this is because you guys know I don't force religion onto people. You cannot do that. And that's another thing. Nobody gets to tell you what you can and cannot do. Everybody is allowed to do what they want. But if you look at it from a biblical standpoint, the gods and the ancestors and universes are not going to allow you to receive certain blessings or have certain things when you're connected to people who do not have your best interests. And not just that, if they, let's just say, don't even believe in the same religion as you or whatever it is, you're not going to be able to see eye to eye with these people. Take a step back. It's not about you. If people, let's just say you believe in God, if people have a problem with you, they have a problem with your God. If you know you haven't done nothing to certain people and they feel some type of way, once again, that has nothing to do with you. So when people say you have enemies, no, those people are not meant to be in your life. And let me tell you a secret. As somebody who is extremely intuitive with themselves, when people are not for you, they know that. Because a lot of corruption and chaos has been normalized. And that's why some people may not understand or have the knowledge and the access. But when people have certain information, you're supposed to help other people. That's why I also made this channel. But people get warnings to leave you alone. What happens is when people are in sheep's or wolves are in sheep clothing, excuse me, like I said, I'm trying not to get too biblical on here. Don't quote me. But when people pretend to be something they're not, eventually there's going to be a time where their mask falls down. You can't pretend to like somebody if you know you don't like them. And what happens is the way you learn and see certain things about yourself and others, those people get those same warnings. Like, it's mutual. When you know you haven't done something to somebody and you pick it up, it's not your energy. There's been plenty of times where I picked up on other people's energy because they wanted to size me up. They were intimidated or they were envious. I'm not intimidated. I never felt the need to size these people up. So I didn't react and respond. I never felt the need to prove myself. And what happens is you could feel people's energy. You may not know like immediately because maybe you don't practice self-reflection, but the more and more you start to realize and you take a step back and you look at it, like I said, from a bird's eye view, you will realize that certain people are just not meant to be in your life. And if they want to be in your life, they will do the right thing. And you're asking yourself, well, why do people gang stalk me? Why? Instead of them doing the work, they think they can project their energy onto you. But what people fail to realize, it doesn't work like that. You can't bother somebody who doesn't care about you. You can't disturb someone's peace who's at peace and doesn't see you as a threat. That's why people feel bothered, and instead of them removing themselves and working on themselves, they try to avoid their problems. Like, and I'm gonna make that into a separate video. A lot of people who are in a low vibrational entity and have low vibrational energies and experience a lot of envy, instead of them doing the work and being responsible, because there are some people who just, they don't care. I'm not talking about the people who are envious and they're trying to heal, because once again, that could be you. There are going to be people who come across my videos, they're intimidated, they're triggering, not necessarily of me, but once again of themselves. But when people don't care, they feel the need to project that energy onto you. It's nothing you can do about it. And they're going to keep getting warnings, and that's when their karma starts to be inflicted onto them. So if you're wondering why certain people feel a certain way about you, you're not energetically connected. It's not personal. Like, what I've realized, the people who I wasn't energetically connected to, I wasn't able to resonate with them. And it's a lot of people. It's not everybody. It's not everybody. You're going to have some people in your life that are going to be on the same frequency as you. But because nobody's going to be in your life forever, you just appreciate people in the season and in the moment that you share with them. But you don't have enemies. These people are in a one-sided relationship with you. And to be honest, it's really about them. But that's also a different topic for a different video because it's deep. So I'm going to end off this video. This is just your friendly reminder. If people hate you, that has nothing to do with you. And people hate themselves. In order for somebody to hate you, they have to hate themselves. So make sure you guys like this video, comment, subscribe. Let me know your experience. Are you mature? This is for the mature audience only. Are you a hater? Do you need to work on your hate? And if so, don't be embarrassed or ashamed. Just tell the truth. Because if not, it gets exposed. And when you lie to people who know you're lying, it's not a good look for you. That's all I'm gonna say. So make sure you follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Timeless Guidance to stay up to date. TYI.guidance. All the information will be down in the description box below. And if you want a one-on-one session, maybe you have questions, comments, concerns, and you want to have an intimate understanding, or maybe you just need more time because YouTube isn't enough, head to my website at tyguidance.somewhere.com and feel free to ask. And make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at _guidance. Make sure you guys are following me there. I said that already, sorry. I was going to say, when you follow me on Instagram and you watch my stories, I do question and answers, and I also go live on Instagram and on TikTok to answer a lot of you guys' questions, okay? And yeah, and once we get 500 followers here, I can go live and do questions and answers on YouTube. But maturing is realizing everything is not for everybody, and it's okay. Like, if people don't want to like you, just make sure you stand on it. Like, don't be upset because people, is allegedly 8 billion people in this world. There are going to be people out there who want to do right by you and be for you. Don't worry about who's not for you. And that's another thing. When people focus on people they don't like, instead of just saying, you know what, this person admires you, because a lot of these people, they do like you. But without making this too complicated and confusing, like this video and stay tuned for more.